This is the stupidest thing you can do. Walk into the gym or park and jump straight into your exercises. But the truth is, I see it happening all the time. And it not only increases your risk of injury, but it actually decreases your training performance. So in this video, I'll be sharing the perfect 10-minute calisthenics warm-up that you should be doing before every workout. This routine will kickstart your circulation, prepare your joints, and activate your muscles for maximum performance. And you don't need any fancy equipment, just your own body and one pair of a resistance band and a few minutes of moving. I have been doing this exact warm-up routine for years now, and it's made a huge difference in my training performance and injury prevention. So without further ado, let's get started. We'll start with joint activations from head to toe, beginning with the shoulder. So first up, forward arm swings. Aim for 10 reps per side. While doing this stretch, make sure to make the rounds as big as possible. Alright, then next up are backward arm swings with both arms, also 10 reps here. Then next up, side arm rotations, 10 reps in total. Really try to do this as controlled as possible while keeping your arms straight. Then next up are scapular swings with your thumbs facing backwards. This one really opens up your shoulders, especially your rear delts. Now let's do some neck rotations. Aim for 5 big circles per side. Then next up are scapular circles. Aim for 5 circles on the back side and 5 circles forward. This one really works your protraction, your elevation, your retraction and your depression, which are all key movements in every calisthenics session. Next up are torso twists. So aim for 5 full rotations while keeping your feet pointing forward on the ground. So make sure don't rotate them. So next up are elbow joint rotations. So with both arms, try to make circles in each direction. Then next up, we're moving to explosive bicep pumps to activate the elbow joints even more and pump up the biceps. Then next up are hip circles. Aim for 5 big rotations per side. Alright, so now we're moving down to the knees with knee circles. Also aim for 5 reps per side here. Try to bring your knees in front of your toes while you keep your feet on the floor. Do this controlled. Now get down in a squat position and let's focus on the forearms while bringing our hips outward. Open up your fingers and really squeeze your forearms while doing this. Then move on to some wrist circles combined with hip hinges. Do 10 rotations per side. So now we're focusing on dynamic wrist stretching on the floor. Keep your arms straight and try to make wrist circles on the floor. Really try to look for the stretch in your wrists. Aim for 5 reps per side. Next up is the reverse wrist stretch. Now fingers pointing back towards your knees and slightly lean back to feel the stretch through your wrists and forearms. And then finally do this same stretch but with your palms up. This one can hurt a little bit, so be careful with this stretch. Alright, so wrist work done. Now let's move on some scapular shoulder mobility work. First up with the cat to cow. Aim for 3 reps here while moving from a cow position into a cat position. Fully straight arms and arch your lower back. After this, let's focus on scapular push-ups. So keep your arms straight and push the shoulders away from the floor. Really try to round your upper back. Let's aim for 5 repetitions here. And finally, let's do some knee push-ups to activate our chest, shoulders and tricep muscles while keeping our core engaged. Alright, so mobility work is done. Now let's move on to some muscle activation with the resistance band. First up is the band pull-aparts. Aim for 5 reps. Keep your arms straight and focus on scapular retraction. Then do overhead band pull-aparts. This one focuses on scapular depression. So first, depress your scapula, push your shoulder blades down and then pull the band apart. Then next up are band front pulls with the focus of protraction of the scapula. So bringing your shoulders forward as much as you can. Then move on to the band dislocator stretch. Aim for 5 reps while making the round as big as possible and keeping your core engaged. So don't arch your lower back here. Instead, focus on a posterior pelvic tilt by really squeezing your glutes and keeping your core activated. Next is the banded overhead press, a great vertical pushing movement for shoulder activation. Keep the movement controlled and press straight up. Aim for 5 reps. Now move on to the banded scapular elevation on one arm. So hold the band with one arm and push the band as high as possible, focusing on elevation of the shoulder. Make sure to keep the rest of your body still while the scapula does the work. Now let's focus on some rotator cuff work. Attach the band on a pole or a bar. And let's start with the banded internal rotation. Keep your elbows locked against your waist and rotate your forearm inward towards your belly while keeping your elbow fixed. Perform 10 controlled reps. Then repeat on the other side. Next, we're doing the same, but pressing the band outward with the banded external rotation. Keep your elbow fixed again against your weights. Now rotate your forearm outward while keeping your elbow fixed in place. Perform 10 controlled reps again, then switch sides. Next are banded vase pulls. Keep your elbows high and pull them outward. Maintain a strong scapular retraction throughout the movement. Perform 10 controlled reps. So try to pull the band as close to your front delts, to your shoulders. The next are banded straight arm raises. So keep your shoulders down, depression and slightly forward, protraction. And make small forward pumps while keeping your arms completely straight. Perform 10 controlled reps, then repeat on the other side. Then next, banded straight arm pulls. So keep your shoulders back, retraction and down, depression. Pull the band towards you with completely straight arms, focusing on activating your lats here. Perform 10 controlled reps per side again. And then last but not least, scapular pull-ups. Hang from a bar with straight arms. Then pull your body up by moving only your scapula. No bending of the elbows. Perform 5 controlled reps here. Alright guys, there you have it, the perfect 10-minute calisthenics warm-up that you should be doing before every workout. I hope this was helpful and it will help you to increase your training performance and decreases your risk of injury. So if you want to do this warm routine before every session, you can find it inside our Calisthenics family workout app, which you can simply add to your workouts so you don't have any risk of injury ever again. So make sure to check out the Calisthenics family workout app in the Google Play or App Store. Visit the first link in the description.